Perry has had a successful career and has set a net worth of $120 million. Friends was a television sitcom created by David Crane and Marta Kaufman, which aired on NBC from September 22, 1994 to May 6, 2004, lasting 10 seasons. The show revolved around 6 friends in their 20s and 30s who lived in Manhattan, New York City. Matthew Perry was one of the main characters in the series, and it is where we got to know him. With his recent health concerns and history of drug addiction, we wanted to know how he is spending and making his money. This is Matthew Perry's rich lifestyle and how he spends his millions. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Who is Matthew Perry? Matthew Perry is best known for playing the role of Chandler Bing on the sitcom Friends. He appeared in all 236 of the show's episodes between 1994 and 2004. He has appeared in a number of additional shows and films, notably TV shows Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, Go On, and films Fools Rush In and The Whole 9 Yards with Amanda Peet and Bruce Willis. Matthew Langford Perry was born August 19, 1969 in Williamstown, Massachusetts. His mother Suzanne is a Canadian-born journalist and the former secretary to Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. His father, John Bennett Perry, is an actor and model. His parents divorced before he turned 1. In 1981, when Matthew was 12, his mother Suzanne married journalist Keith Morrison, who would later become famous as a correspondent on Dateline NBC. Matthew got his professional acting break at age 18 being cast in A Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon alongside River Phoenix. He also pursued improv comedy at the LA Connection in Sherman Oaks and quickly became a featured performer. He had a few brief guest appearances on television in the late 1980s and then held the intention of enrolling in the University of Southern California. Instead, he was offered the role of Chaz Russell in Second Chance, and he became noticed in the acting scene. How does Perry make his money? For the first season of Friends, each cast member earned $22,500 per episode. That works out to $540,000 for the first season. Their salaries were boosted to $40,000 per episode in the second season. That works out to $960,000 for the second season. Ahead of the third season, when their contracts were up, the cast banded together to negotiate as a group. They ended up with a deal that paid $75,000 per episode of season 3, $1.875 million for the season, $85,000 for season 4, $2.04 million, $100,000 for season 5, $2.5 million, and $125,000 for season 6, $3.125 million. Ahead of season 7, the cast negotiated for a massive raise. They each ended up earning $750,000 per episode in seasons 7 and 8, $18 million per season. For seasons 9 and 10, each cast member earned $1 million per episode. That works out to $24 million for season 9 and $18 million for season 10. If you total it all up, each cast member of Friends earned around $90 million in base salary alone from the show before back-end bonuses and ongoing royalties. As part of their 2000 contract negotiations, the cast was able to demand back-end points on the show which would allow them to earn royalties off the show's sale into syndication. Up to that point, the only other TV stars who had ownership stakes in shows were Jerry Seinfeld and Bill Cosby. Friends continues to generate north of $1 billion per year in syndication royalties and streaming deals. It has been reported that each cast member in some years can earn $10 to $20 million in royalties alone. That includes Matthew Perry. Although Perry spends money on real estate, he sells often and makes money in this way as well. How does Matthew Perry spend his millions? With a net worth of $120 million, we wanted to know exactly how Perry spends his millions. Real estate. In 2015, Matthew sold a home in Malibu for $10.65 million. Back in 2011, he paid $11 million for a new beachfront home in Malibu. He listed this home for sale for $15 million in August 2020 and sold it in January 2021 for $13.1 million. In 2017, Matthew spent $20 million to buy a large penthouse apartment in Century City, California. He listed the penthouse for sale in August 2019 for $35 million. By July 2020, he lowered the price to $27 million. Then again in 2018, he sold a different Los Angeles area home for $12.5 million. In 2020, Matthew paid $6 million for a home in LA's Pacific Palisades neighborhood. Perry purchased the 0.39-acre estate in August 2020. Perry's new Pacific Palisades abode might not have the highly coveted beachfront access that his Malibu mansion, which is currently on the market for $14.95 million, offered, but it does have some very pretty ocean stunning views from his hilltop perch. Perry's modern new 4-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom home features oak floors and pocket sliding doors throughout. The kitchen is fitted with stainless steel appliances, an island, counter seating, and a wall for wine storage, and opens to a dining area. The 2,696 square foot bachelor pad features a living room with a fireplace, as well as a separate family room. There are 2 owner's suites. One has a spa bathroom with a freestanding soaking tub and double sinks, plus a walk-in closet with built-in storage. Glass doors lead to the backyard of the property. There's a pergola-covered outdoor seating nook, fire pit, and an above-ground pool and spa. The perfect place to entertain close friends. No pun intended. Will Perry keep this house or sell it just like the others? Spending money on rehab and medical bills. Even though we love Perry, his life has had quite the number of rough patches. His fight against his drug addiction is one such issue. Perry completed a 28-day program in 1997 for a Vicodin addiction. His weight fluctuated drastically over the next few years and once dropped down to 145 pounds, 66 kilograms. He lost 20 pounds in 2000 due to pancreatitis. He again entered rehab in February 2001 for addiction to Vicodin, methadone, amphetamines, and alcohol. He was filming Serving Sarah in Texas when he suffered severe stomach pains and flew to Los Angeles to check into Marina del Rey's Daniel Freeman Hospital. Perry's publicist, Lisa Casteller, confirmed his rehab stay. Perry later revealed that due to his addiction issues, he does not remember 3 years of his time on Friends, somewhere between season 3 and 6. Perry received a Champion of Recovery Award in May 2013 from the White House Office of National Drug Control Policy for opening Perry House, a sober living home situated in his former mansion in Malibu, California. Perry later sold the home and shuttered the rehab center in 2015. How much money he spent on his rehab and medical bills is unknown, but it was probably more than 6 figures. Matthew Perry's car collection. Perry has some stunning cars. We took a closer look at his garage. Porsche Panamera. Starting at a price of $88,550 up to $130,650, the Panamera has the look and the performance of a Porsche, but the 2021 Panamera has 4 doors and a roomy trunk, which helps makes its case as a daily driver. Its practicality doesn't tarnish its sporting character though. It's nearly as agile and communicative as the brand's sports cars. Porsche offers the Panamera with a plethora of powertrain options, including a hybrid setup and a twin-turbo V8. Cargo space is plentiful under the fastback's rear hatch, and the interior will accommodate 4 adults comfortably, especially the long wheelbase executive models. There are also top-of-the-line models bearing the iconic turbo badge separately, same with the Sport Turismo station wagon versions. Audi A8. Large luxury sedans are very popular in the celebrity world, and it looks like Perry doesn't hold back on luxury. And with a net worth of $120 million, why would he? The Audi A8 is one car that boasts luxury and elegance. According to Edmunds, the A8 lineup is made up of the 6-cylinder 3.0T and the 8-cylinder 4.0T Sport. These models are built in a long wheelbase L body style. This large luxury car has a remarkable exterior appearance with 19-inch wheels, LED headlights and taillights, sports-style bumpers and side sills, a sunroof, and so on. The interior is padded with high-quality leather and Audi's easy-to-use infotainment system. The Audi A8 has an all-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic transmission. It uses a supercharged 3-liter V6 engine that can produce up to 333 horsepower. Celebs like Angelina Jolie also own an Audi A8. BMW Z8. The BMW Z8 is a roadster produced by the German automotive manufacturer from 2000 to 2003. The Z8 originally was designed as a styling exercise intended to evoke and celebrate the 1956 to 1959 BMW 507. The Z8 costs $128,000, has an aluminum chassis and body, and used a 4.9-liter V8 engine which has a power output of 400 PS, that's 294 kilowatts or 395 horsepower at 6,600 RPM, and 500 Newton-meters of torque at 3,800 RPM. This engine, known internally as the S62, was built by BMW Motorsport. The engine is located behind the front axle in order to provide the car with a 50-50 weight distribution. Motor Trend magazine achieved 0 to 96 kilometers per hour in 4.2 seconds. Road and Track measured the car's lateral grip at 0.92. Car and Driver magazine also tested the car and found that it outperformed the contemporary benchmark Ferrari 360 Modena in 3 important performance categories: acceleration, handling, and braking. As with most BMW automobiles, the top speed of the Z8 was electronically limited to 250 kilometers per hour, with the delimited top speed amounting to an estimated 290 kilometers per hour. This car must be Matthew Perry's pride and joy. It is an absolutely stunning classic. Other cars Perry owns includes a BMW 6 Series and a Lincoln Navigator. That is all for what we know about Matthew Perry's lifestyle. What do you think about his spending habits? Do you think he's done with rehab? Feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check back for more. Until we talk to you here again, stay safe.